Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. Today is Saturday, May the 21st, 2022. I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am joined by the one and only Mr. Josh Crash Davis. Josh, how are you on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Doing well, Coach. We had a really nice night last night in Major League Baseball, and obviously going to keep it rolling today.
No question. It was a devastatingly difficult second half in that NBA game. To see the Mavericks melt down like that was gut-wrenching. But the DFS world got me right back up and happy with my super low-owned Seth Brown homer, my Darren Ruff double home, double dong. And we had a bunch of takedowns. Congratulations to all our members.
Yeah.
Our own Mike S., part of our Coach Talk team, had a 4K takedown. We had all kinds of takedowns all over the place. I actually won a really nice ticket for big super MLB $3,300 entry per person contest on June 14th. Was able to grab that ticket last night. So just, lots of success up and down our MLB lineups. Not as much in the NBA, but you know what? Today's a new day. Yep. We're going to turn it around in the NBA, and we're going to continue our hot streak here with MLB. Real quickly, let me go over the weather just to give everybody a feel, because again, on Saturdays and Sundays, let's just face it, there's like 15 different slates between the three, Draftkings, Fanduel, and Yahoo, and then people play PrizePicks. Those games are all over. So the games are spread out from 1 till late tonight. So there's no possible way to do each individual slate. So we're going to just go over everything like if you're playing an all day. So we're just going to review everybody, give you our best takes and spots. Again, if you're joining us for the first time, we hit pitchers, prize picks, BVP stacks, HR calls, give you an idea to really build those cores on all three sites. So anyway, weather-wise, it looks like, there's a couple of big trouble spots. We have Colorado. It snowed there yesterday. There's no snow today, but it's only like 40 degrees. It looks awful. And they have a doubleheader scheduled. And so, some of the slates have both of those games in. Some have one game in. But I'm saying, as of right now, Crash, for me, I'm going to completely, avoid that doubleheader in Colorado, because the weather, A, is unsure. It could cancel. And B, certainly not hitting weather. Now, pitching-wise, I don't know, if there's delays or how long you can go anyway. So I'm not going to include Mets and Colorado in my breakdown today. How about you?
I'm not either. They're not on the FanDuel site at all, so it's just DraftKings and I think Yahoo that have it. But I wasn't going to include them either.
Good. The other spot I'll mention is Detroit at Cleveland. That really scares me. I think there's going to be some fairly strong rain there, and there's no doubt it's either going to be delayed or they'll play it later. So just don't want to. You certainly can't afford to take any goose eggs. So I'm going to avoid that one. Now, as the day goes on, we can always see, and we'll update in Discord and we'll update on Twitter. Make sure our members know. But as of right now, I don't have any Detroit or Cleveland guys in my projections. And that's really about it. We may get a little shower in Chicago, but it looks like they're going to get that Arizona-Chicago game in. But that would be the only other game affected. Everything else looks perfect. Yep. All right, man. Let's dive it. Pitchers. And again, we're going over everything. So it could be on any of the slates. But who is your favorite pay-up pitcher on the card for this Saturday?
I'm going to go to the main slate. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go to the early slate because I don't think a lot of people are going to be on this play.
Okay.
I like Justin Steele. I think that he has a good matchup against the Diamondbacks. He faced them recently. He didn't allow any runs. I think he had 6 shutout innings, and the weather is supposed to be very favorable for pitching today. So
cold, chilly.
Yeah, cold and chilly, winds blowing in instead of out where they were yesterday. The ball was just flying out of the ballpark. So, I like Justin Steele. It'll allow you to get to a lot of the Yankees bats on that slate, as well as the Toronto bats. So I like Justin Steele here in the early slate.
Wow, very courageous choice. I looked at them a little bit, but what did they hit yesterday? Like 14 homers between.
It felt like it, yeah.
I don't know how many it was, but it was a lot of home runs between the two teams.
Josh Rojas hit 3 himself.
Good Lord. That's, you get those crazy Cubs weather days. I remember back in the old days before DFS, when it was just your year-long seasons. And one of my last picks, I took a guy by the name of Tuffy Rhodes. And it was opening day for the Cubs. And it was that scenario where the wind was just blowing dead straight out. Dude didn't have much power at all. It was like a leadoff hitter. Hit 3 that day.
It's crazy because the ball would just, it looked like it'd be like a pop-up almost, and it would just fly out of the park. I was like, holy cow.
He finished with like 6 for the whole season, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tuffy Rhodes, that's a good one to look up. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to go early slate for my favorite pitcher of the day, and it's Nestor Cortez. Watching the White Sox, I know they're 500 and they're getting it together a little bit, but they're not the White Sox that I thought they were going to be this year. And Cortez has been steady. He's a 2-1 with a 1.35 ERA. And I just don't think some of the White Sox look right. Moncada, Abreu, you're talking your 2-3 hitters. Some of the guys at the bottom of that order, I don't like the way the White Sox look. It's in New York. I know the weather's nice and it's warm and everything, but I think Cortez can handle these guys. His strikeout percentage is decent enough, and he's not like crazy priced. I would prefer if he was a little bit cheaper, but you know what? I think that he just makes sense here. White Sox are a team that can strike out, as we know too. Actually, they're not real strong in strikeouts, so that's the only deterrent. That's why I was on the fence. That was the note I have here.
I think that's true, but I think Cortez had 8 strikeouts the last time he faced them.
He did, and his balls look lively lately. I'm looking for the one spot where, I just want to share one more piece of information here because I think it's important. If you look at his last games, 52 and 59 Fanduel points. So, and he's had a 41 and a 51. So when he's on, he's on. And last time he faced them, May 15th, so a week last Friday or on Sunday, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. And the game before that, he had 11 Ks. And Texas doesn't strike out a ton either. So I just think he's got throwing a live ball right now, and I'm going to go right after him right off the bat.
Yeah, I like Cortez as well. I just wanted to throw Justin Steele out there just because I know not a lot of people are going to go to him, I don't think. So.
Well, you'll have a lot more bats than I'll be able to afford with him.
Yeah, that's the other side of that too.
And then, does he double as your value pitcher, or are you looking?
No, I'm going to go to the main slate for value pitcher. I'm going to go with Michael Lorenzen. He's 7,900 on FanDuel, 8,600 on DraftKings. Okay. He just pitched against this Oakland team last Saturday. He had 7 innings, struck out 3, only allowed 1 run for 37 fantasy points. But at 7,900 on FanDuel, that's not too bad. On DraftKings, I also like Joe Ryan. He's only $200 more than Lorenzen over there. Yeah. And he faced Minnesota earlier this year. He had 6 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts for 43 fantasy points.
Yep.
On FanDuel, he's 9,100, so he's definitely a better value play on DraftKings.
Yep, and that's my value pitcher, Joe Ryan. You hit it. And I just think that's too cheap. I like the price on both. I mean, he's 4-2 with the 2.39. He strikes a lot of guys out. We know KC, is not a good hitting team flat out. I mean, they're weak up and down that lineup. And, I just think it's a perfect spot for him. And, I was on him here when he had a few really big games. And then, you're going to throw a little bit of a clinker in there once in a while. But, two starts ago against the hot Houston Astros, he got lit up a little. But other than that, he's been terrific. I mean, a 40 against Cleveland, a 58 against Detroit, 43 last time, like you said, he played KC, 46 against Boston. So, he has the potential with that strikeout ratio being pretty solid, I think to be a really good buy. Let me tell you what his number is too. This is the part that I thought, I'm not afraid to spend up for him on either spot, is DraftKings Fanduel or Yahoo. Let me see. I just want to see where is he? There he is. Yeah. 26.5% strikeout rate, which is solid, very, very solid. And the other thing I thought that was impressive is his whip's only 0.89. So that's really good.
Yeah.
And, if you mix him in there with one other guy that, I think you got to look at a lot on this slate, and I'll throw him in there in the mix. He's more expensive, so you could take it or leave it, however you want to look at it. But, I've been a Kyle Wright guy from the beginning. And here's another guy that's just been, he's got a live ball. It's against Miami and 27.2% strikeout rate.
Yeah.
And just, really pitching some good ball. And that's another guy I want to throw in the mix.
I like that too.
All right. How about your fade pitcher?
It's going to be Frankie Montas. He's
my fade pitcher is Frankie Montas. So go ahead and speak for me, sir.
Yeah, 9,000 on FanDuel, 9,800 on DraftKings. The second most expensive pitcher on DraftKings. I'd rather just pay 9,500 for Brandon Woodruff. Much better matchup than Montas against the Angels. Shohei Ohtani's really hit him hard, so I like the Angels tonight.
I do too. I think Montas is a tough spot for him. He always gets some ownership.
He does, yeah.
It's nice that we both are fading him, so we'll see how it goes.
Especially on FanDuel, he will, because it's only 5 games. So
yeah, he'll definitely get some ownership. So let's hope he gets lit up, because I think the Angels have the bats that can do it.
Yeah, like our Mania pick last night did.
Yes, that was outstanding. And that was a big difference maker as well.
Yeah.
All right. How about BVP? Let's go to that. We're going to move prize picks to the end. We wanted to change up the order a little bit on everybody.
Yeah. So BVP is going to be what I just mentioned, Shohei Ohtani. He's 3,900 on FanDuel, 5,900 on DraftKings. So big discrepancy there. It's the first time I remember him being below 4K on FanDuel in quite a while.
Yeah,
but he's 350. He has 7 hits and 20 at bats against Montas with 4 singles and 3 home runs. So I definitely like Ohtani here.
I think it's a great play. I really, really do. He's one of my guys that was up there. I actually had him written down, but I don't want to double you up again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Hunter Renfroe, one of your guys.
Yeah. Against
Patrick Corbin, he's hitting over 300. 313. He's got a couple of home runs. He's walked a little bit, knocked in some runs. He's a sneaky guy against Corbin when Corbin's going to be focusing on some of those other strong Milwaukee bats. And I think he may, come up with guys on base and have some opportunities here, with what he's done against him in the past. And we know Corbin, the wheels have fallen off. He's 0-6 and, Milwaukee should eat him for lunch, I would think.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Your HR call, sir.
We got to do stacks.
Oh, you want to do stacks. Okay.
So the Astros against John Gray, I like them. The Angels, as we mentioned, against Frankie Montas.
Yeah.
The Brewers, as you mentioned, against Patrick Corbin. And I also like some of these Minnesota Twins against Brad Keller.
Okay. Solid. My number one stack's the Angels. I know they're super expensive, but man, I would love to be able to get Ward, Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon in my lineup. At least 3 of the 4. I think they're in a fantastic spot here. I'm gonna stack, even if I have to go wrap around like 8, 9, 1, 2, or I may skip around. There's a few values at 6, 7. You could go 2, 3, 6, 7. So I'll definitely have a lot of Angels exposure. The other team that I really like is the St. Louis Cardinals. They are stinging the ball.
Yeah.
And that's just when they get into these grooves, it's not like they have a bunch of home run hitters and all this stuff, but they just hit line drives all over the place. And they're such an experienced team. It doesn't matter who's pitching against them. They seem to do well. And they get to face a guy that I would have put as my fade pitcher, but it's too obvious, is Quintana. I think he's not good at all. And I think St. Louis roughs him up. It's tougher because they spread it around a little bit, but I definitely will have a lot of exposure to St. Louis Cardinals.
Definitely.
All right, now a HR call.
Okay. So you took my HR call.
Well, you took my BVP call.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because you took my HR call with your BVP, which was Hunter Renfroe. So,
oh, geez.
Hunter Renfroe is my HR call. Like him against Corbin. He's 297 against lefties this year with 5 of his 9 home runs against lefties. As you mentioned, he hit 2 home runs against Corbin and 5 hits in 16 at-bats. So I like Hunter Renfroe here.
Very nice. Mine, I think, is going to be fairly chalky, but it's okay. Again, I think Jose Quintana stinks. I'll take Paul Goldschmidt and his smooth 571 average against Mr. Quintana. He's hit 3 bombs, 9 ribbies. He's walked 4 extra base hits. Slugging percentage 1286, OPS 1848. Just absolutely smokes them. And right in the middle of that stack that I'd like to put together with the Cardinals, I think Goldschmidt's the guy that goes deep.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, man, let's hit our PrizePicks plays of the day.
Okay. So I'm going to go with Brandon Woodruff over 34.5 fantasy score.
Okay.
Get to that number pretty easily. I expect the Brewers to win. He's got 6 strikeouts in his last 4 starts, 6 strikeouts or more. So I like Woodruff here. 34.5, I think it's very doable. I project him for around 40 to 42. So
very nice. I'm going back to Nestor Cortez over 5.5 strikeouts. Like I say, you look at his last 2 games, he should get that strikeout total pretty easily. He did it against the White Sox last time, and his balls look really lively lately. So I'm going Nestor Cortez over 5.5 strikeouts.
Okay. I am trying to find one here if they have it. Looks like Hunter Renfroe's not on the board at all.
No, they've been picking and choosing. There's been a few guys I wanted yesterday that that did not make the board, so that was a little frustrating. But it happens at times, that's for sure.
I'll take Shohei Ohtani at 7. They've got him at 7. I'll take the over on that.
I think that's a great play. I really do. I think that's a terrific play. I'm going to go Nolan Arenado over 8 flat hitting fantasy score. Again, as part of that little stack there I want to make against Quintana and the Pirates, I think Arenado can get there. A couple stinging doubles and we'll be good.
Sounds good to me. No, the board's a little different now. Let's see here.
Yeah, they have those 3 home run option things again. So that's interesting.
I'll take. Yeah, they're really getting more particular about what they put up here on this board.
Well, they are. I think, some of them have been a little bit off, and I think they get stung on those pretty good. So they're being a little bit more selective.
Yep. I'll take Wilson Contreras under 6 fantasy score.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna eat the guy homered last night, but he's hitting below 100. I mean, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's a great defensive guy, but really generally can't hit. And I'm just taking under a half of total bases. How pathetic is that? But I
know exactly what you mean.
I think he gets up 3 times maybe, and just don't see him reaching base. So I'm just going to take the under 0.5 total bases, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll probably make a great running catch, but that doesn't count for any fantasy points.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he hit a home run last night. It was his first of the year. So
yeah, it was. Yeah. It was a close your eyes and swing slow motion Homer Simpson swing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was with the Brewers last year. He was really struggling, but he did make some really nice catches, like you mentioned.
That's what's keeping him in the league, because he can't hit. He literally can't hit his weight at all, or even close to it.
Yeah, so, and Lorenzo Cain is heading down that path too. Unfortunately, he's not been very good this year either.
He's getting old.
Yeah,
too many injuries. All right, my friend, that is it. I think we got it covered. We got it in a good time frame, so everybody has a chance to look. And good luck on all the slates. Early, very early. There's one called very early slate, afternoon slate, main slate, late slate. I mean, it's hilarious. So hopefully all of these picks give you some opportunities to plug some winners in, and we can follow up last night's takedowns with some more takedowns tonight. So any final words, Crash?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that it is the MLB Armed Forces weekend, so I got my MLB Armed Forces Brewer shirt on.
Very nice.
And, shout out to all of our Armed Forces members who've served and are currently serving. Thank you for everything you do for our country.
Absolutely. And my dad was a Marine that served in the Korean War, so that is close to my heart. So hats off to all of our service men and women out there. Hopefully some of them are Coach Talk listeners. So we do appreciate everything that you do, and it will be a fun weekend. Everybody in those camo jerseys and hats and different things. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
Members that fought in several wars too. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, have a great one, Crash. Let's keep this hot streak going. I expect midday to have the man walking on fire. That's probably due. And probably Will Ferrell. We're going streaking. I'm teeing all those GIFs up.
Yeah.
So that they're ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right. Thanks, Crash. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a wonderful Saturday, and a lot of fun. Join us later today too for our NBA podcast. Deb and I will be going over Boston, and who's Boston playing? Miami. Okay, just checking. Yeah, I have the Boston green on today.
Yeah.
So look out. The new shirt just came in. I don't know if that's good for Boston or bad for Boston. I
mean, I don't know, but Boston doesn't need any help right now. That's for sure.
They do look good.
They do. They're really
and it's
impressive.
In Boston today.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's going to be a long night for Miami.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Don't count out Butler. He's a dog, man.
Yeah, and Spoelstra's a great coach. So.
He is. And enjoy that PGA championship too. Our picks are up there. Hopefully we get some winners in on that one as well. So a couple of things. I want to thank PrizePicks, our presenting sponsor. Go to prizepicks.com, use the promo code Coach Talk, they will match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100 on that first deposit. If you like what you heard here, give us a comment, a thumbs up here in YouTube. We would really appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button and a little alert up in the corner that lets you know when any of our podcasts post. And of course, we'd love to have you join us. We've had a bunch of new members come in lately, and the more the merrier. Let's all spread the takedowns around. Just go to dfscoachtalk.com. You can sign up for as little as a 3-day pass for $10. All right, Crash, have a great one, my friend. And we'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure, for baseball. We're going to do an earlier one. Is that correct? Or are you drumming tomorrow?
Well, you know what, Coach? I'm not, but I think we're supposed to do a lineup today.
Oh,
for Fanduel.
Today is the Fanduel GPP. 2 brains are better than one. I totally forgot. Okay. Are we doing it for the main slate or the early slate?
Let's switch it up and do it for the early slate.
Okay. So if you're, we'll timestamp all this. If you're not interested or you just play DraftKings, then thank you for listening today. But we'll throw this in there for our FanDuel folks for the early. It's called the very early slate.
Yeah.
But that's only 3 games.
Yeah, let's do the main. Let's do the
main. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the main slate. Let's see what we got. You're welcome to go if you'd like.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and take Brandon. Well, this is a GPP. Let's go with Joe Ryan.
Jumping Joe Ryan at 9,100. Let's see. I'm going to take a couple of my angels here. That's where I was focusing on this late slate. I'm going to take Ohtani, 3,900.
Okay. I will take Jared Walsh at 32, first base.
Okay. Let's see here. Anthony Rendon, 3,100. So that'll be my Angels. Nice little Angels triple right there.
Take Max Kepler at 2,900.
See Max going today, huh? Max is homered for me on a key slate this year, so he's near and dear to my heart. You see my man Alex Verdugo had 3 hits for me again the other day.
Oh, did he?
He's like a coach magnet. He's my new Ozuna, I think, although Ozuna does it for me too. I wanted Ozuna the day he homered. Was it yesterday or whenever? And he wasn't on the slate.
Wow, it's cold. It's cool in Kansas City. A little surprising.
Yeah. The weather's been bizarre all over the place.
55 degrees.
Yeah. And it's 80 in New York. So crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's let's see. It's gonna be 90 here today. So it's like it doesn't make any sense.
It is very bizarre for sure. You know what? I think I'm gonna go. I don't want to, 3,200, we're still in pretty good shape, so I don't want to get crazy.
How much is Hunter?
Where is he at?
Outfield.
Let me see. I don't know. Where is he? I can't find his price.
3,000.
Okay. He's in the outfield? Oh, okay. I had the wrong spot.
Yeah, he plays right field.
I don't know why I'm not seeing him on my board. Am I losing my mind?
3,000 outfield?
Outfield means, okay. I had clicked on just Atlanta Tampa Bay and Baltimore for some reason.
Oh, okay.
It was a misclick.
Uh-oh.
Messing with my brain. Hunter Renfrow, 3,000.
Okay. And
now we're in good shape money-wise.
I'm going to take Luis Arias, 2,600, second base.
Okay, that even gives us more cash.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if we can sneak Trout in here somehow.
All right, how about I'm going to take Corey Seager, Texas.
Okay.
That gives you 3,900.
So we can't get to Trout, but that's all right.
Can go Soto. No, that's against Burns. I wouldn't mind getting up to...
It's against Woodruff.
You know what? Let's try. How much do I have to cut off of Seager to get us to Trout? Because I like Trout today.
600.
That gives us the real meat of that entire group.
If you go with Simeon,
I'm going to go his partner, the two guys that are making $500 million, Marcus Simeon, because he's starting to slightly show signs of coming out of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you go to Simeon, you can get to Trout.
So we have Joe Ryan, 91, Jared Walsh, Luis Arias, Anthony Rendon, Marcus Simeon, Shohei Ohtani, Max Kepler, Hunter Renfrow, Mike Trout. Man, if we had to pay the real salary of this group, we'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Some heavy hitters money-wise in that group.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So, all right, man, I think we got it.
We did.
I think we got it. Why not take that one down right there? So,
yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening in. Again, hopefully, this gives you a good jump start. Check us out, dfscoachtalk.com. Also, by the way, if you want to see any changes here, if things happen during the day and we have to make some switches, we'll post them on Twitter. You can find those at DFS Coach Talk. I'm at Joe Sarvati. Crash is at JP Davis 1982. All right, now let's say goodbye, man. That's it.
Yeah, now we can. Now we're done.
I'm glad you remembered that, though.
Yep.
All right, have a great one. Let's rake that money in, get the GIFs ready, the cash flowing, all that stuff. And we'll be back again tomorrow as we look to crush it in MLB, DFS, and Prize Picks.